Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brooke and I'm a mom of 5 living with my husband and children on a remote farm in central Canada. This channel exists to document our family's financial journey, and I've been cash stuffing for about 5 months now in attempts to get us out of debt, build some savings, build an emergency fund, and start to make some progress with our finances. And these videos are my way of keeping myself accountable, keeping myself on track, and preventing myself from slipping into old habits that were not serving me or my family. Our income is erratic, and April has been a challenging month. So this week I have very little to work with. We'll get there in a minute, but there is just enough for the essentials. No bills, nothing else. Just the essentials, and we're just going to do what we can. Before I stuff here, I'm going to go through my envelopes and pull out whatever we've got left. So groceries, I actually stayed well under budget for groceries. Something so refreshing is that the price of produce has actually been going down, which is amazing to me because for the last year or so, every time I go to the grocery store, prices have gone up. So to have produce prices coming down is just awesome. And the cost of milk came down as well. Normally, we have a family milk cow, and normally I do my own milk, but I'm waiting for her to have a calf at the moment. So I have maybe another month or 2 of buying milk at the store before my cow has her calf. So the price of milk has come down a little bit, which is awesome. The price of produce has come down. And so I have some money left in my grocery envelope, and that makes me very, very happy. So there's 10, 20, 25, 30 left over from groceries. I'm just going to put that here, and we'll deal with that later. My gas envelope, I have $3 left, and the US dollar, the exchange rate is better now than it has been the last couple of months. Slightly better, still not fantastic, but that means when I convert my money to US to go and get my gas, it's my dollar goes just a little bit farther than it has been. So that's also a happy thing. I'm going to tuck that back there as well. I have nothing left in my dog food envelope, and I have $5 left in my feed store envelope. So, all right. Now, unfortunately, this week I have only 20s because I had to pull from the ATM instead of going into the bank to get my money. And I could only get 20s from this particular ATM. So, as I said, this week we've got very little to work with. Every penny for the week is what you see right here. So no bills have been paid online. We usually do that with our big pay for the month. But then if there's anything extra that I didn't already take care of, I'll take care of it at other times. None of that today. This is it. We've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80. $280 to work with this week. That's just really not a lot, especially for a family of 7. So let's see. Groceries, Oh, I should say I did put my gas in already when I pulled my cash out. So here I am sitting here thinking how am I going to make gas work? And then I realized, wait a second, I already got the gas. I'm good. Okay. So, groceries. Um let's go 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. And knowing that April was going to be a little bit challenging near the end of the month, I did put money in a grocery buffer, so I'm going to pull that 50 out as well and add that to my grocery envelope for the week. So that gives us 290. I like to budget $300 a week for groceries for our family of 7. So this should be okay, especially considering the last few weeks I've had money left at the end of the pay period. So that's for groceries. And then I have lots of dog food at the moment. I got my gas, and there's nothing I need right now from the feed store. So these ones I'm going to leave empty, and that's it for my wallet. Now, with what I have left here, I'm going to put 20 in my emergency fund. So I now have in the bank 100, 200. That's a high interest savings account. And we have 20, 25, 30, 35. So $235 for our emergency fund. So in 5 months, I went from no emergency savings at all to $235. And while I always feel like there's not enough here, it is somewhat of a comfort to have something here as opposed to what we had before, which was nothing. That is it for that binder this week. The other thing I'm going to do is, this is my farm and vehicle binder. In here, I'm going to put $20 in my hay equipment envelope. So in the bank, I have 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390. 390 in the hay equipment fund. So we need to start thinking about cutting our hay in July. So we have about 3 months left. And I did hope that I would be way farther ahead with this envelope, but the reality of our finances has made it so that I'm not where I wanted to be. And we may have to just make do with the old equipment that we have for one more year while I continue to stuff this envelope, because I really, really don't want to go into debt to start to replace our hay equipment. We already have payments on our tractor, and I just really don't want to have payments on anything else. I'm trying to get out of debt, not deeper into it. Okay, so 20 in the hay equipment envelope. So the emergency fund and the hay equipment envelope are 2 envelopes that I stuff every single pay period, no matter how tight that pay period is, even if it's only $5. This week, because I had 20s, that's what they're gonna get. I don't use any of my rollover in there. I dedicate money from each pay period to those envelopes. Now, speaking of rollover, I am going to flip back here And the fives are going to go into my $5 savings challenge. So we have 3 fives today. This challenge is available for free on my Ko-fi. So we've got 1. This marker is funny. I can barely see it as I'm coloring in with it, and then as it dries, it darkens. 2. And 3. Come on, give me some color. There we go. So now we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. $45 in the $5 savings challenge. When this is complete, it will have $500. Then I'm going to put my 10s in here, and I have 2. I hope everybody had a lovely Easter. It was crazy busy for us. 2 of my kids had birthdays, and then of course Easter itself. We also had a foal born to my daughter's horse, and it's just been crazy busy around the farm. It's springtime, calves are arriving, foals are arriving, the geese are getting ready to hatch out goslings, and the snow is finally completely melted, and so it is just go time around here. I've been so busy every single day that I just feel like my head is spinning. So in the $10 challenge, we now have 10, 20, 30. I do not have anything yet in my $20 challenge. That's okay. And then last but not least, my US ones. So we're adding 3 of them today, and that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 US ones. And I think I've decided, the last few times I've gone back and forth, hadn't made up my mind, but I've decided that what I'm going to do with this is keep going till I hit 50 and then add it to my hay equipment fund. And the envelope's already getting pretty plump, and I really don't think I can fit more than 50 ones in there without wrecking the envelope. So that's that. Short and sweet. Really not a lot going on with my finances this week, and that's just how it is. I go back and forth. Should I really even bother making a video on these weeks when all I have is the bare bones essentials to work with? And I decided that I do want to still make my videos and put them out there, because I would like to show what is possible with cash stuffing, what is possible for a family of 7 with a very small, very tight income, and how we make this money work for us even when it feels like there's not enough. So if this can provide some encouragement or inspiration to others who have a tight budget or an erratic income or whatever, then great. And for those who feel like you don't have enough, I hope that seeing how little we have to work with kind of maybe makes you more aware of your own blessings and your own abundance, and maybe a little bit more grateful for what you have. I know that I am incredibly grateful for what we have, And in the moments when it feels like it's not enough, I remind myself we're fed, we're making progress in our debt, all of our bills are paid, and we live an incredible life. So every little dollar is something to be grateful for. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for following along. I'm always grateful to have you here, grateful for your comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.